On December the 6th, the U.S. announced that the Biden administration will not send a diplomatic or official delegation to the Beijing Winter Olympics due to human rights abuses in Xinjiang, including genocide. Do you have any comment?
美方炮制所谓新疆存在种族灭绝的世纪谎言，早已被事实戳穿。
The lie of the century of genocide in Xinjiang, fabricated by the U.S., has been exposed by facts. Out of ideological bias and based on lies and rumors, the U.S. side attempts to disrupt the Beijing Winter Olympics. This will only expose further its malicious intention and will lead to greater loss of moral authority and credibility. Speaking of genocide, the crimes against Native Americans committed by the U.S. is true genocide. The label fits the U.S. the best. The U.S. practice runs counter to the Olympic Charter principle that sports should maintain political neutrality, as well as the Olympic motto of Together. The U.S. is standing opposed to athletes and sports lovers across the world. China deplores and rejects this and has lodged solemn representations and will take resolute countermeasures. The Olympics is not a stage for political stunts or political manipulation. Government officials attend the games at the invitation of their national Olympic committees. This is the rules of the Olympics. Whether U.S. government officials will attend the Beijing Games to root for their athletes is its own decision. Before receiving any invitation, the U.S. side is linking government officials' attendance to the so-called human rights issues in Xinjiang. That is confusing right and wrong. It is making what is already wrong worse, and is only being self-deceptive. Their political plot will win no heart and is doomed to fail. The Beijing Games is a grand gathering for athletes and winter sports lovers. They should be in the spotlight. The IOC and the rest of the international community has spoken highly of China's preparation, and foreign athletes are looking eagerly to coming to China for the Games. That includes many American athletes. We believe that under the guidance of the Olympic spirit and with the concerted efforts of all sides, China will surely present a streamlined, safe and splendid Olympic Games to the world. The U.S. should stop politicizing sports and stop disrupting the Beijing Winter Olympics with words or deeds. Otherwise, it might harm bilateral dialogue and cooperation in a series of important areas and on international and regional issues.
Just a follow-up question on the diplomatic boycott of the Winter Olympics. You said that China will take firm countermeasures. Can you tell us more about the measures?
美方将为其
The U.S. will pay a price for its wrong practices. You may stay tuned for any follow-up. The U.S. will host the 2028 Olympics and is planning to apply for the 2030 Games. Will China boycott those?
美方错误行径
The U.S. moves have undermined the foundation for China and the U.S. to engage in cooperation on the Olympic issue and has poisoned the atmosphere. It is shooting itself in the foot. The U.S. should realize the grave consequences for its moves.